Let's hop in. We have ourselves another grand finals here of the KSL. It's beautiful. You'll love to see it. It's going to have the same, basically the same exact thumbnail as so many other KSL finals. It's the first one of 2024, and what better way to ring in the year than with a little bit of Dark versus herO action. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner of Hecate, we have Dragon KSL's Dark. And his opponent in the upper right, it is Dragon KSL's herO. Rocking the barcode today. I feel like herO's usually pretty good at playing on his main account, but maybe forgot the login today. So he's on the barcode. I will adjust the overlay accordingly, so forgive me for a moment here while we do a little of this and that. There we go. Oh, except I wrote DKX. That's not quite right. There we go. There we go. Streamer can type buttons. Try to make sure that isn't wrong in the other matches. So this should be good. I mean, we were just talking a whole bunch about how many times these guys have played each other, and we came to the conclusion that in general, Dark has not had a great win rate against herO in series in 2023 anyways. And a big part of that is the fact that aside from the KSL SummerSlam and one finals, I think herO is 12-2 in series against Dark and KSL. 12-2. It's a pretty fantastic record, and a lot of those are finals. This will be the 12th final between these two. Dark has only won a single time against herO in the KSL finals. So this is going to be... It feels like an uphill battle for Dark, which is a crazy thing to say, because I don't know, Dark just came in second place in Atlanta. I mean, a fantastic result for him. herO had some big matches in that one, but didn't make it as far as I think a lot of people had hoped for. Although I think he was feeling a little sick. A lot of players were, unfortunately. herO's going to start this off nicely by killing this Overlord. Okay, yep, he gets it. Supply blocking Dark. That just kind of sucks for Dark. If that had just been a little bit closer to this pillar, it's not a problem at all. Seems like an unforced error there from Dark to start things off. I did mention that there's been a good few of these best of fives where Dark has been reverse sweeped. And it doesn't make me worry that, you know, maybe he's got like something stuck in his brain about these finals that for some reason he just can't seem to take herO down if it's a KSL finals. There was one exception. And actually, if I remember that series correctly, herO started out 2-0, and then Dark reverse sweeped him. And that was a big moment. Dark finally getting the win, but it hasn't held strong. herO has continued his dominance after that. We'll see if he's able to here. He's going to start poking and prodding. The Oracle going to come in, but it's taking a lot of damage. Gets 0 kills and gets shoved out. He will spot the Roach Warren, which is not that big of a tell on what Dark is doing. There's pretty much always a Roach Warren in Dark's play. But good early game defense from Dark so far. Second Oracle is going to come in and pop a Larva and then, I guess, force a cancel on the Spore Crawler. Oh, look at that. Turning it into an Evo Chamber. That's cute. That looks like the Evo Chamber gains health quicker than the Oracle can kill it. So this Oracle also not really going to do anything at all before getting pushed away. No Adept pressure here from herO. Instead, it was the Stalker first and then just straight into the base. Oh, hold on. Hold on. The Adept pressure is coming in a little bit late, but it's 4 Adepts because he didn't waste those first couple trying to get in on the drones. And that means these 4 are just going to be able to target down 5 drones already. Only 1 Adept has died. 7 drones and trading with some of these lings as well. The shade does not complete, which means he's going to kill even a couple more lings. The adepts will finally get killed here, it looks like. But that is going to be 7 drones and quite a few lings going down for just the 4 adepts. Very worth it for herO. So trading off some of that earlier game damage with those first 2 adepts, and instead just holding on, waiting until he has forward before shading across the map. That's a nice little move there from herO. And now, hold on. How many oracles has he made? He's got 4 oracles. These 3 together, and then there is still one in the back corner. Suddenly these queens are feeling a little exposed. They're going to go hang out by the sport crawler, but one of them gets popped. The oracles are still sharking around looking for something. They're going to go ahead and kill another queen, it looks like. Grab a drone or 2 and then dip on out of there. Oh, nice split off from herO. Gonna go in here, gets 1 or 2 more drones, bringing the total up to 5, 6 drones. herO, man, this is some excellent harassment in the early game. That's 13 drones in total, 2 queens, a handful of lings. But Dark has built a Nidus. He is trying to Nidus across the map. I do not think herO realizes this is here. He did see that Nidus building, but ooh, he's got 1 shield battery. The Stalker, where's the Stalker going? Oh no, 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 whoa. A new Nidus forming in the main base, but the oracles should be able to get up here and help deal with this. herO bring the rest of his units up, but they're going to get caught out by the lings. No shield battery can help them here. The oracles, what are they doing? They're just chilling. They're resting. Oh, man, and herO just getting caught completely off guard. I think he even saw this Nidus weren't building, but he might not have realized what it was. The overcharged shield battery will help him hold for now. But this third base it's under assault. The oracles are coming down, but they're running low on juice, and there's still so many lings here. The shield battery's out of energy. The overcharge has been used already. A third Nidus popping up just outside the base. The queens are still hanging out here as well. Lings trying to get on top of this. I mean, the oracles have done quite a bit. The probe's getting pulled. A lot of stalkers are here. There's 2 immortals in the natural. This looked like very dead herO. But he has held on a lot longer than I had expected. Now, Dark, he's coming back in, getting on top of this. The oracles are still too low on juice to do too much help here. Oh, man, and the Bile's killing the stalkers. It looks like this third is going to finally go down. herO, though, feeling a little bit better in the natural with the 3 immortals. 27 probes have died, but Dark basically has nothing back at home. His worker count is very low. So this could still be okay for herO if he can hold on and push this back, but that is easier said than done as Dark continues to pop units out of these Niduses. A second, I guess it's like a 4th Nidus pops up here, just to ensure he has those reinforcements coming out as quick as possible. Oh, the Immortal getting caught a little too far out. Down goes one of the Immortals. The other ones will back up. A third one pops out. Gateway going down. Roach is getting blasted by the Immortals. Ravager Biles mostly missing. Overcharged shield battery keeping everything topped up for now. A few more Ravagers trying to morph here, but good focus fire from herO. He stops a couple of them. Another Immortal's going to go down. More Biles behind everything. The blink forward from herO trying to kill these Ravagers. The Queens come over. I think herO might be able to bust out of here, but at what cost? Does he have enough? He's up in workers. Where did the Oracles go? I swear to God, he had like 4 Oracles. I guess they went across the map to kill some drones because Dark is down to 37 workers. He's going to kill another Immortal. That's the last Immortal. But now herO has all these Blink Stalkers, and he's going to try to come out here and poke and prod against this and then fall back to the shield batteries. There are still 2 Oracles left alive as well that could come back up and try to help. Looks like they're going to go back in and kill more drones, perhaps. herO trying to micro on both fronts. Super shield battery turns on. The blink forward. He's going to get another queen. Kill another one of those lings. The observer is out so he can start clearing some of this creep. Dark decides to retreat. 3 more drones go down. The Oracles get pushed away, but Dark is down to 36 workers. If Dark was still at the like 47, I think is what he had before, I wouldn't hate this for him, but now he has invested a lot into this. And herO lost the 3rd base, but he is alive. He is here. And he's going to take a new third base. Not even the same one. He's not even retaking it. He just wants a totally new one. A nice, hot, fresh third base. And now this game, I mean, I think this is a better game for herO. So herO's got 1-1 done. He had double Forge behind this. He's taking his third base. He's killed quite a few drones. So Dark's economy is pretty abysmal. Dark, though, he's like 47 drones. Perfect. I'm going to make mass Hydra now. And this is why I love Dark, man. This is such like a Mio Micah move or something. I don't even know. This is like a North America move. Dark would feel perfectly at home on the NA ladder. I mean that in the best way possible. But right now, herO is moving out against somebody who's not droning or expanding. Somebody who's just been building Hydras. And Hydras could be quite good against this. They have their range upgrade. I don't think they have muscular augments. That's going to make it a little harder. There's a lot of force fields here as well. herO's going to blink forward, but realizes he's up against this high DPS. And there's units on the backside as well. They are getting split off a little bit. herO's just going to try to jump on top of them. He will get quite a few kills here before running away with that army. herO definitely surprised by the amount of Hydras at the top of this ramp. But now he's just going to try to be efficient with these Blink Stalkers. He has quite a few force fields left on these 5 sentries. He's got a Warp Prism with this too, so fast warp-ins nearby. Oh, he's going to blink forward again. Such a bold blink from herO, but I think it's going to work. Dark is forced to pull the drones, and there's just maybe too much Protoss here. Hold on. The Hydra DPS is so good. And the force fields are gone. The Guardian Shield is gone. Was that blink forward too overzealous from herO? He's running out of units, but so is Dark. God, this is so close. These last few Stalkers are so hurt. herO blinks forward again on top of the Hydras. The transfuse is keeping them alive a little longer. The reinforcements just barely coming out. Is there enough here for Dark? The army supplies are both at like 18. This is so close. herO finally forced to blink away this Immortal at such a low amount of hit points. He's going to go right back in, though. It's only 33 drones for Dark. If he had 10 more drones, I think this would be okay, but he just has nothing left. He pulled all of his drones to fight earlier, and now with no queens and no drones, it looks like herO is going to be able to push through. Just barely. Oh, man. The Niduses from Dark. First, the drones getting killed by the Adepts and the Oracles. Then the Nidus killing the third and a bunch of probes. But then those Blink Stalkers, man. The Hydra's not enough. The drone count not quite high enough for Dark. And herO takes game number 1. herO with a couple of very bold forward blinks, too. Which is... I mean, I gotta love herO for it, but man, those felt borderline bad. Dicey, I would say, but borderline bad. Arconic, thank you so much for the 17 months. I greatly appreciate your resub. And a C-Man bang to you as well. All right, game 2 is going to be on Alcyone. Let's go ahead and hop in. I'm going to have to fix this overlay real quick, so forgive me for a moment here while I get this ready. Boop, boop. Oh, that is the wrong color. We got this.
Chickenman, man.
Boom, look at that. Wow, it was so good that Robbie subscribed. Oh my God, the real Robbie. You'll love to see it. Here for that high-level Protoss play that we have. Well, let's get into game 2. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Alcyone, we have Dragon Kitese's Dark. And his opponent, what is his opponent doing? What What is this probe doing? Spawning in the lower left, but with that cheeky probe out there, it is a herO. What is this probe doing? herO, what are we doing here, bud? Was he like... I really don't know. I mean, I guess he's looking to proxy. He mined through the very middle here. Oh, he's waiting for Dark to take the gold. I see. He's expecting Dark to take this gold base. I feel like Dark usually takes it on this side, though, if he's going to do it early. That's got to be what he's waiting for. I'm so confused. Now I really have no idea. Maybe he's going to put a pylon back here and warp in on this side. Could be cheeky. Dark, though, not going for any gold base openings. I've seen him do that build on this map quite a bit, where he'll take the gold base on this side and then go into some pretty quick roaches. Be very annoying with those. But it looks like a more standard opening on both sides. Other than this pylon. There we go. We finally see what this probe was for. It is going to go for a proxy. What kind of proxy, though? A Stargate. You know, you don't see a lot of proxy Stargates against Zerg. At least in my experience. It feels like the least common matchup to proxy Stargate in. PvP, yeah, proxy Stargates are great. PvT, yep, that quick Oracle can be super nice. Although, I feel like against current Cyclone openings, maybe not so much, but maybe even better since you can get in there before the Cyclone. I don't know the timings. But in PvZ, I feel like we don't see this that often. So it's interesting to see herO going for this. It's a little disadvantageous in a way, because if the Lings just get over here and they're able to stop this at some point, it means you're not able to transition to Sky Toss as easily later on, right? Because you're pretty much guaranteed to lose this if this gets to a mid game, right? There's no way Dark lets this live. Unless herO wins this game early, it's gonna die. But he's trading that later game advantage off for some early game shenaniganry. He's going to shade these Adepts in. Ling speed just finished, though. So that's going to be 2 dead Adepts. And the Oracle, it's coming in now. This is a great timing for it. But the Adepts didn't get anything done, which means this Oracle needs to get a lot done. It is going up to 4 or 5 kills, but it dies. Oh, herO blundering with that, diving back in for the 5th kill. He gets the kill, but at what cost? Well, it was the cost of the Oracle is what cost it was. And now Dark, he knows that there's a proxy over here. Ooh, he just misses it, though. How did he miss that? That's actually kind of crazy. He's looking for it somewhere. The second Oracle is going to come in. There's 3 queens down here, though. That Oracle turns on and then immediately has to run away. And now it wants to come protect the Stargate to get the 3rd Oracle out. But it's so far away, I don't think it's going to be able to. And it turns back around to try to get more drone kills. Looks like it will be able to pick up a few here, as these drones were all on their own. That's going to be 4 more kills. But the Stargate is gone. It's dead. Oh, that Oracle at 99%. Down it goes. That'll never come out, that Oracle. Poor guy. And I feel like herO's opening is backfired. And oh no! Dark gets on top of all of these Adepts. He's going to kill 1. He's going to kill 2. The 3rd one stays alive, but barely. And that means there's no defense for the 3rd base. And this is one of the worst openings I've seen for herO in a long time. Dark has just absolutely stomped this. It's going to be hard for herO to actually take and secure a 3rd base. This is quite a few Lings. All the Adepts are going to have to move out. Yeah, look, herO waiting for yet another Adept because he just doesn't want to take the chance. Dark is going to try to jump on top of this and see if maybe he can get some kills here, forcing the Adepts to shade away. The Adepts will shade away, which leaves this probe completely exposed. Oh, and Dark's got a bunch more Lings. Look at him waiting. Look at him waiting. He baits the Adepts in. Oh, he's going to get right on top of one, gets a surround on one. He's going to kill the second one, too. And this 3rd base is just never happening. Dark hard stopping herO from getting this 3rd base. More Lings are coming across. herO herO might be thinking this is over. It's not over. Not by a long shot. That's another dead adept. These ones are warping in. The Oracle comes back from across the map to try to help out and help get this third going, but we're 6 minutes into this game. herO doesn't have a third base. And Dark is just spilling lings across the map. He is droning behind this. I think the lair just finished. His Roach Horn's on the way. But he is going to just stop herO from being able to take a third. herO warping in some Zealots now. He's got Charge on the way. He's going to try to go for like a 2-base Charge Lot Archon +1 push. It's kind of all he can do at this point. The Prism is out. The Lings are going to spot that. They're going to keep an eye on this move out if and when it happens. herO might have to wait for a couple of Archons to join up. They're starting to morph now. Dark spots all of this. I don't know if he spotted the Archons just yet, though. He's going to see them now, and he's going to have to run away from the Zealots and Archons. Charge is almost done. So this is herO's one chance. He has a really good army. It's so anti-Ling. It's insane. But honestly, it's not terrible against a handful of Roaches either. Dark needs to get out a little bit more than a handful of Roaches. He has quite a few Queens as well. And those Lings can help buffer a little bit. Let's see if Dark has enough as this push is coming in right now. Charge Lots charging forward. The Archon's getting picked up by the Prism. Some great micro here. Is there enough coming out for Dark? I think these Charge Lots are starting to crack through a little bit. There's still a lot in production for Dark. The Roach Force, though, is looking pretty solid. I think one of the Archons went down. The Sport Crawler in a great position to help keep this Prism back a little bit. Dark has Burrow? How did Dark get Burrow? What the hell? He's going to burrow these Roaches, unburrows them. I think Dark has too much here. The Queens did go down. This Oracle is trying to be annoying, but it doesn't have a lot of hit points. I think the reinforcements will be enough for Dark. There's no third for herO. He's got 46 workers, but he's just chilling on 2 bases right now, and that's just not going to hold against a 4-base Zerg. Dark's economy, his worker count is quite low, but the fact that he has 4 bases right now means he has decent larva, even without Queens. He's even got a macro hatch. And the moment herO pulls the pressure off, Dark could just start droning. He's not going to because he's Dark. Oh, all right, hold on. As I say that, he starts up 4 drones. And this is the problem for herO. Yes, he can poke and prod with this, but he still doesn't have a base. He's going to break through and start a base soon. At 9 minutes, this 3rd base is going to start. And I think Dark is just going to have way too big of a lead off the back of this. Holding off that last-ditch effort. herO is able to get some damage done. I think he took an okay trade. Not even. He didn't even do that. He killed some Queens. It's about the best thing I could say for him. He's clearing some creep now. Dark going up to 63 workers. I don't know if herO can hold this base. I don't know if he's going to be able to. He's doing as good of a job with this Prism as he possibly could. Trying to keep everything back at home for Dark. It's been quite successful. I like Dark sending these Lings over here. I feel like these Lings are just to check if herO like tried to sneak a 3rd down here or something. But herO's regular 3rd isn't even finished up yet. This feels like Dark's game to lose right now. But herO still has a very powerful army here. The problem for herO is if he drops Force Fields, he has Archons out front. He does trim off a lot of these Roaches, though. Dark's going to morph a bunch into Ravagers and try to keep them alive, or at least, I don't know, buy some time. Ling's getting in now, but they're going to get minced up by the Archons and Zealots. And Dark is just trying to hold this back with the Biles, keep this army back for herO. herO, though, he's continuing to push through. He's got Stalkers with this, but they do not have Blink. They're just regular old Stalkers. herO's kind of backed himself into a corner. He's going to drop some Force Fields. Ooh, can those Force Fields hold on here? The Ravagers are not knocking them down. They're finally going to drop a couple Biles on them and take them out. I just think Dark's going to have too much, and eventually herO is just going to run out of steam. His 3rd base is done. It's not even really mining. And as he loses the rest of his army, I feel like that kind of just has to be GG. The reinforcements for Dark are going to be so much better, and there it is. Dark takes game number 2 and ties the series up 1-1. GG. herO making it a little bit closer than I'd expected, but I mean, honestly, if we go back to it, Dark won that game when he killed the first Oracle. And I don't usually subscribe to like that kind of a theory. It's something a pro gamer would say when they're sitting on like the home story cup couch and the Oracle goes down and then they're like, "Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He cannot come back from this." I don't know what that accent that was. Wasn't trying to imitate any player in particular. And we'd all be like, "Psh, no, come on, dude." But for real, herO lost that Oracle, which is a big part of the reason why he lost the Stargate, because he didn't have enough to hold on to it, which is then why he wasn't able to defend the third from the big Ling swell, which forced him into a 2-base all-in, which Dark just continually held. It's a domino effect. And that first Oracle dying is absolutely the first domino. Now let's hop in to game number 3. As the players have once again switched sides, which means I need to do a little bop, 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 bop. Whoa. I'm just glad. Oh, wait, no. Dang it. After all that. They didn't switch sides. The overlay was just wrong. Okay, there we go. All right. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Hard Lead, it is Dragon KSL's Dark. And his opponent. In the lower right-hand corner, it's Dragon KSL's herO. We're all tied up 1-1. Dark trying to overcome the odds and take down herO in a KSL Finals. He's currently 1-10. Dark has won 1 time out of the 11 times they've played in KSL Finals. Ooh, where's this drone going, little buddy? Where are you going? What do you think you're doing? Well, he's going to go for a cheeky little hatch block here, blocking that Nexus. I'm glad that Dark still does this, you know? One of the best Zergs in the world, and he still busts out the hatch block from time to time. I mean, he's forcing a lot of probes off the line. Even this gas mining probe. I like how probes mine like a rectangular prism of gas. It's like a square prism. I guess it's not really a square because it has all those beveled edges, but it's pretty cool. You know, with all the new RTSs coming out, I feel like I've been more appreciative of the design of StarCraft lately. Or I just like looking at a lot of the individual choices they made. It's just a really well-designed game, I think, throughout. I think that's one of the reasons it's lasted so long. It's visually interesting without being too cluttered. Oh, man. Dark wanted to steal that gas, and herO's like, no, absolutely not. herO's going to go check out what's going on over here. It's pretty standard on Dark's side of the map. This is, it's just an annoyance tactic. Dark is one of those players that he likes to make the game a little bit weird, even if it's, like, maybe technically not great for him or, you know, pretty even across the board. He wants to disrupt his opponent's build order because I think Dark cares a little bit less about specific build orders than a lot of other players. He has very good build orders. If he wants to do a build, he's got tight build orders, but he's totally fine winging it too. If the game gets weird, I think Dark's very comfortable just winging it, figuring out what he's got, what he can do with it. He's got great game sense. And he wants to make the game weird for herO, so he does the little hatch block. And now herO's like pressuring with the 2 Adepts and the Zealot. Dark's going to hold that off. He is very far down on drones, though. Only 21 drones here for Dark. And he's got a lot of Lings. He is droning up behind this, but I feel like he's going to just send these Lings across the map. His Ling speed's getting pretty close. hero's going to close the wall up, which is going to be very important. All right, please, hero, close this wall up. There are a bunch of Lings on the way. 16 Lings here. Not a huge amount, but I don't think that Zealot holds the wall. All right, you know what? The 3 Adepts here should be enough to hold on to this. Ling's going to try to get on top of them. They have a nice little position. The Stalker drawing some of those Lings over to the corner as well. It looks like the Stalker and one of those Adepts is going to go down. Lings don't want to dive in for more fun. All right, the people want to know, what does the Zerg gas look like? It's, well, you know what? It's still, it's not quite a circle. I thought it was just a circle, but it looks kind of like the back of a Baneling, now that I look at it. That's pretty cute. It's got a little holder, a little Zerg holder. I like it. SCVs carry little barrels, the little barrels of gas. See, it's those little design things that, like, you wouldn't necessarily think of, but it's different for every race, and it's just enough different where it's cool, but you never, ever need to think about it because it's all just bright green gas that the workers carry. You know what it is immediately. It's just, that's good design. Whew. I don't know about this design from hero, though, as he's going to lose 2 of these Adepts before the Shade. One of them, oh, actually 2 of them get through. Okay, hold the phone. This ends up working out a lot better for hero than I'd expected. He gets a couple more drone kills than I would have thought. Forces all those Lings back. A couple of Spore Crawlers being morphed in the main now, too. 2 more Adepts heading out. Hero's going to try to keep that pressure on. His 3rd is still not down, though. The Ursadak Calf blocking it and just holding on until the Lings get here. And Hero's like, oh, yep, okay, all right. We need to defend this probe. The Adepts might be able to sneak in. There are 2 Queens here, but the Adepts can get quite a few kills before those Queens kill them. Oh, the drones turn to fight. And that is actually going to help them out quite a bit. 2 drones will go down. I think a 3rd one will. That is going to be all the damage there. Good defense out of Dark, but there's 2 disruptors in the main base. I think they already killed the Queen. They might have even killed 2 Queens up here. The Spore Crawler is a nice touch. The drones, look at how split these drones are. The disruptors decide to go for the shore kill on the Queen instead, and they get her. Hero behind this has his 3rd base on the way. I don't think Dark realizes this base is here. Why does Dark have roaches across the map? Actually sending quite a few Lings across. But he's going to run into the Zealots here. I don't think he can win this fight, but he's going to go for it anyways. The shield battery is not done yet. Some more Adepts warp in. Nice warp in there from hero. Good force field as well, just to keep the surface area low. The roaches make this a little more complicated, but all the Lings have died before the roaches really showed up. And now this is so interesting. Hero has 4 Phoenixes out. He's building Phoenixes. He's got +1 on the way. It's double Stargate Phoenix. Never see that against Zerg. And Dark has a Spire on the way. Hero knows about the Spire, so I guess the Spire has got to be for Corruptors at this point. Disruptors get another Queen kill. But now the Phoenixes are here, put pressure on. Queen trying to stay alive, and it looks like she will. Spire is done. There's the 8 Corruptors to deal with the Phoenixes. But then hero just transitions into Void Rays. This is so interesting. Oh no! Oh, the door! Hero! Hero, what's your door doing, dude? You can't do that. You can't just leave that door open. You got Phoenixes, bud. Those don't kill Lings. Oh, and these Lings just wreaking havoc in the natural. A bunch of them running into the main now. They're going to see these Void Rays on the way. See everything that's going on in Hero's main base. Killing 9 probes as well. God, this is so annoying for Hero to deal with. Corruptors are coming out. +1 is on the way for them, so Dark is committing to the air. This could just turn into an air battle. As I say that, herO decides to put down the Twilight Council. He doesn't want to just fight in the air. He did pop out the 2 Void Rays, but it looks like he's going to transition to the ground and maybe try to get into some Blink Stalkers instead, delaying and delaying as much as he can with these Phoenixes just to keep the Corruptors on Dark's side of the map. Whoa, but speaking of Corruptors, the Corruptors are here trying to kill this Nexus. Super Shield Battery turns on, but that's not going to be enough, actually. And that's just a dead Nexus. 1 Corruptor goes down. 2 Corruptors are going to fall for it. That is well worth it for Dark. But at the same time, those Corruptors really needed to be back at home since herO is here with a massive ground army. Dark does not have much on the ground at all. herO is respecting this too much. He just needs to go. He's got the chance right now. The Prism goes down. But I think the air arm, I feel like this army for Dark is going to win. Oh my god, these Biles are so good though. Disruptor Nova's not getting the connections they need. The drones have been pulled off the line. 6 of them go down. The rest of the Corruptors come back in time to help push this away. I think herO dilly-dallied a little too long there. There's no blink on these Stalkers. He's trying to pick up Roaches, but he's just going to lose Stalkers every time he does that. Corruptors just flying over these Stalkers. Ooh, they might be heading towards the main. They have their spell off cooldown, and they're going to try to get yet another kill on a Nexus in here. Now, looks like not quite. The Super Shield Battery going to hold on. The Phoenixes will all go down, so the Corruptors have now done their job. Blink is on the way. And a few of these Roaches are going to get killed on the retreat. Oh, man. This is so good from Dark. I didn't really know what he was going to do from here. He is going to go for this Nexus, but he's killed all the air units. The Phoenixes and Void Rays are dead. It's just Blink Stalkers now. And while these Corruptors are going to give their lives for this, I think they get it anyways. There's no shield battery here to heal it. And down it goes. The last of the Corruptors will fall. But who cares, dude? There's like 11 Mutas on the field right now. 4 more on the way. 5 more. Plus 2 is halfway done. And there's nothing coming out of those Stargates. We just have not even Blink Stalkers yet. The Nexus is finishing up. There's not probes here to kill. herO just taps out the moment he sees those Mutas. What an excellent decision-making play from Dark. He dove in, made sure to kill those Phoenixes, and then was like, I have the perfect way to end this. Straight into the Mutas. No blink yet for herO. Got caught pants down in the transition to ground. And Dark goes up 2-1 in the series. That was some excellent play from Dark. Really, I mean, both players that it felt so... It's so different from a normal PvZ. Even a PvZ between these guys, which can get kind of weird. The double Stargate Phoenix, and then the Corruptors coming out. The Corruptors killing the Nexus. I really feel like herO missed a trick with his ground attack, though. He had that sick-looking ground army with the Phoenixes and Void Rays there. The Corruptors were on the other side of the map, so the air units had free reign. And I think he respected Dark's ground army too much, because Dark's ground army at that time consisted of like 4 Ravagers and 6 Queens. And herO could have just A-moved it. And if he had been able to kill that ground army, get on the third a little bit quicker, I don't think Dark is able to come back quite as easily, at least. And he gets put in probably a very bad position. But he gave Dark a little bit too much time. Some more reinforcements popped out. The Corruptors came home. And Dark was able to take it. And now goes up 2-1 in the series as we hop into game number 4 here on Site Delta. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner, we have Dragon Kitesy Gaming's Dark. And his opponent in the lower right, it is none other than herO. And guys, if you're enjoying this, please consider giving the Twitch channel a follow, giving the YouTube channel a subscribe. I know I'll be putting this match on YouTube. Join the other, like, 15 Dark versus herO matches that I've put on YouTube in the last year. And, you know, if you want to support Korean StarCraft and keep the dream alive for these players, consider checking out the Patreon, or at the very least, checking out the match herO. Can add 25 cents to the prize pool for free. We have unfortunately lost a bit of Patreon support. We still have quite a few patrons. But I think a number of people have had to lower their support level. And so we're going to have to do the KSL bi-weekly for now. We're starting out 2024 with an every other week KSL. This is a bit unfortunate, but still lots of good Korean StarCraft content. We'll keep it going as long as we can. If you guys know any sponsors, anybody who wants to, you know, sponsor KSL, we can toss in a sponsor name in there. We'll put a sponsor on the map. Make a nice map logo and, you know, Monster Energy. Let's go. Let's get the Hot 6 sponsorship. Dark forced to take his third as his second base here. This is pretty common in PvZ, but Dark, it looks like he wanted to try to sneak the natural, and the probe didn't let him. Dark sometimes forces the natural base. He will try to force that base sometimes. But herO, not letting it happen this game. Shockingly, a Stargate opening from herO. We've seen some variety in these games so far, though, which I love. I love between these two. You can't just rest on your macro game against either Dark or herO. It's like both of them will punish you for just playing a macro game every single game. I think you have to keep it a little bit fresh, even if it's still like macro focused. You have to change it up a little bit and give yourself kind of an opportunity to counter whatever the opponent is doing. Sometimes Dark will just open with a pool first, or open with, I mean, last game was the hatch block of the Nexus, right? I've seen him proxy hatch. Dark will do all sorts of stuff. And herO is certainly not afraid to get weirdly aggressive in the early game. This is pretty normal aggression here out of herO, and Dark gonna try to take advantage of it and jump on top of these Adepts. It looks like he'll be able to get one of them. The second one, though, gonna be able to get away and join forces with this Oracle, which now Dark will have to defend. No Spore Crawler in either of the bases, just defending with the Queens. herO's gonna be able to take a more normally timed third this game. The 3-lings here are annoying, but unlikely to get too much damage done as the second Oracle is popping. First Oracle got 3 kills. I think those are mostly lings, though. Yeah, only one drone has died this game. So far, Dark defending beautifully. No drones going down. Some more lings getting in, though. Quite a few lings have died this game, but 3 Adepts getting taken out for it, and the Adepts really not getting much damage done. So I think that's worth it for Dark. But Dark's still building lings. He's only in 37 drones right now. Got +1 melee on the way. Okay, see, this is what I mean when I'm like, I just don't know with Dark. He's got 3 Overlords popping. Is he just going to build lings? No, he's going to go into drones. Who knows? Who knows with Dark? The triple Oracle trying to come in and get a Queen kill, but looks like they will get one. One of the Oracles goes down for it, though. There is a Spore Crawler in this mineral line. The Oracles will get 3 cheeky kills and then run away. The natural, though, is very exposed, and that's going to lead to 2 more kills. In the meantime, the lings getting held by the good positioning on the Adepts. The third base is just fine. The probes are just fine. A nice little trade for herO. 10 more lings on the way. +1 melee is about halfway done. It's not that early of a melee. It's another Oracle. Brings the total up to 4. Is this double Stargate again? No, okay. I just saw those 2 oracles come out at the same time and I got confused. Oh, the Adept's getting jumped on by the Lings, but the oracles will come save their butts. More Lings on the way as that +1 melee is getting pretty close to finishing here. Oh, and the oracles run away, leaving the Adepts all on their own. These poor Adepts. Double shield battery, though, for herO. He is ready for these Lings to try to come in. He's waiting for them. All those Lings does pull the oracles back, so I think that's worthwhile for Dark to threaten with these Lings. But man, look at how low his worker count is. I usually expect to look back and see Dark at like 67 workers right now. 4th base is halfway done. He is at 46 drones and he is not building any more. He's crazy. And herO, I mean, he's getting prepared for this. The Immortal's not going to be super helpful, but it can tank a lot of damage, especially with shield batteries nearby. There's a couple of sentries here for force fields. There's even a cannon just to help out with the DPS. Oh my god, the Banelings, though. 18 probes going down, and just like that, Dark is ahead in workers. So he's got 10 drones on the way, and he's making it happen. Oh, that Stasis Ward so close to getting up, but not quite. Ah, man, those Banelings really, really rocking herO's world. I don't think the Lings, even with some Banes, can really get too much more damage done here. But he is keeping herO back. herO's trying to get into a Colossus as well as Blink. Probe? Look at that. The probe holding with the shield battery. It's amazing what probes can do. Well, herO he's committing pretty hard. He's got 3 more gates on the way. And I feel like we're going to see a push out here from herO momentarily. Dark was very late to his drones here, right? He had a low drone count for a long time. So those drones have not quite yet paid for themselves. He hasn't quite gotten enough out of them to make the units he needs to defend this. The army supply is in herO's favor, and as is the complexity, the army complexity. There's roaches coming out now, but ooh, Dark's in a bit of a dire position here. He has a lot of Lings coming from the backside. Is that going to be enough with the Queens on the north? Oh, the Colossus getting low, but the Oracle's coming in to help out. The Stalkers blink backwards. Colossus might go down. The Queens are focusing it, but the Queens are dying, and that is going to be a big old W from Dark as he just can't hold that attack from herO. And despite 18 probes going down to the Banes, the early low worker count from Dark coming back to bite him a little bit. The late droning, he just wasn't able to get to that next stage, the big swell of units he was trying to get to. herO didn't let him. He's like, all right, you killed all my probes. It's fine. Once this Colossus pops, I'm going to go kill all your stuff. And that will tie us up and bring us to a game 5. Hot damn. You want to say hi? He doesn't meow once I pick him up. But he will come say hello. He just wants some cuddles. He was yelling at me on the ground because he wants some cuddles. He's a sweet boy. Protoss are the evil villain of StarCraft. They should lose. I don't think you remember the StarCraft campaigns correctly. No, not gonna say hi. Okay. All right. They're spawning in the same spot, thankfully. I'm gonna go ahead and... There we go. We'll follow somebody else's observing while we hold cat. Running the upper left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have Dragon Kites's Dark. And his opponent. In the lower right-hand corner, it is Dragon Kites. He's a hero. Still holding a cat, so observing is going to be a little hard. Can we follow somebody else's observing? Yes. I don't know who this is. Shout out to whoever's watching that drone. Oh. Yeah. Well, Cat decided he wanted to leave and left me with a nice scratch. A nice parting scratch. Thank you, buddy. My finger really wanted a cut on it. I really appreciate that. Cats, man. That's gonna bleed. So rude. Anyways. Game number 5. We're all tied up. The best of 5. Excited to see what these guys give us, because it's been very different in all these games. I don't know what Dark was going for in that last game. I felt like he had a bit of a plan, and it kind of fell apart. He was on such a low drone count. I think he was going to try to do something with the Lings, but was never really able to get it done. Ended up feeling kind of weird. And that's a lot of how, especially Dark, but herO as well, sometimes the gameplay can feel weird because there's like a whole plan behind it, but if it doesn't work, a lot of times it will just really not work. And that's a risk you take. That's part of the strategy element of RTS, right? There's the real-time aspect of it, which is just how quick you can hit the buttons, how good your macro and micro is. But the strategy part it's key. And these guys are very strategic. They both have big brains, and they like to change it up and do something new and different. Keep the other player on their toes. Sometimes your strategy just gets absolutely bopped. And that's kind of what last game felt like. Dark had the one big Baneling hit, and that was really the only thing that went super well for him in the last game. Sadly, we did not get Parting into this week's KSL. He did play last week, but I think I think he's still feeling like he needs to work on his play a little bit before he plays too many competitive matches. He's just coming back. He's having some decent success. I feel like he's, taking some good games on stream. I'm excited to see Parting back playing competitive StarCraft. But yes, he has been playing a lot of Stormgate. Parting has, at points, certainly been the best player in the Stormgate alphas and betas. Or at least, like, top 3, top 5. He's been very, very good in a lot of these. I don't know where he is right now. Like, in the current, there is, like, a rankings. I don't know where he's at, but I'm sure he's still very high up. He's very good at RTS in general. Turns out Parting's pretty good at the game. So if one thing will get you excited for Stormgate, it's Parting being really good. But it looks like another little harassment opening for herO. I mean, this is pretty by the books here. Just little bits of trades. 3 drones going down so far. This Oracle getting very low, but it will survive for now as the other one gets split off to get a few more kills. 3 more to be specific. Oh, Dark watching, paying attention. Doesn't fall for the stasis trap. And Darkman going for another +1 melee build, which honestly, I feel like is pretty just macro. Right, like +1 melee, Lings and Banes, fairly standard. Last game he just didn't drone for a while, so hopefully he doesn't do that. He's actually already has more drones out than he did for the majority of the last game. That should help him out here. 18 Lings on the way to help him out against the Adepts that are coming across the map, because it is a Blink +1 opening for herO. Another stasis trap forcing the drones off the line again. Dep's going to run home, defend the third. Oh, these queens. Uh-oh. Oh, I guess Dark hit 50 drones and said, that's cool, that's good. Actually, 46 was just too few last game. I'm going to go for 50 instead. The queens are coming all the way across the map. The Oracle spots this, and herO knows he needs to be ready with the defense. He's got cannons and shield batteries coming up. He's got sentries, and he is ready for these banelings and these queens to come in. The Oracles need to be careful. Running forward, taking some damage. They'll pull back and use up some of that shield battery energy. Let's see if herO's got enough to hold. He needs the force field. Stasis trap is beautiful. There are some fantastic force fields. Banelings splashing on some probes, but Dark is forced to pull back for now. The Oracles still have not turned on. They have a lot of energy banked up to help out in this fight. The queens can't transfuse, remember, so that's going to be able to help out on the defense here for herO. Oh, but he's going to turn on the super shield battery. Where are the force fields? There's no force fields. The banelings just crash forward. The battery goes down. The cannons are going down. Ling's getting on top with some units on the top side, but the Oracles still here, and actually a lot of Stalkers still here. Where are the Lings? The Ling reinforcements are so late. Dark is losing all the queens, and Dark, he's running out of steam, man. The Lings just aren't here. herO holds on to the third. Yes, he loses some probes, but he is up 15 workers right now. He's moving across the map, though, and there's just Lings on the way. herO, he's got to get out of here, man. Oh, he was not ready for this many Lings. He thought Dark was droning behind this. herO, don't you know who you're playing? This guy doesn't drone. The Oracles come over to help clean up the Lings, and they will do that, allowing these Stalkers to even blink forward and get a few more kills. Oracle's going to pick off that queen, and then, again, help out with the Lings. Dark's economy is so bad here. Is he going to possibly have enough to move back across the map? We have a robo on the way for herO. I wouldn't hate to see him fill out this wall a little bit more to keep the surface area low in case the Lings do come across the map. The Stalker's doing a great job against this. Dark still not droning. Why build drone when you can instead not build drone is my question. And Dark agrees. He concurs. Instead of drone, just build Ling. Oh, hold on. He is building drones. I mean, I feel like this is pretty much game over for Dark. I struggle to see how Dark gets back into this game. But he's not given up yet, which means he's got something in mind. He's feeling like there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Poor Overlord. R.I.P. The Observer going to spot these Lings. It's a great Observer placement there. Oracle's checking out what's going on in the main base. Going to try to drop down a Stasis Ward, but it looks like it's going to die for the effort. Explodes in a beautiful sparkly green dust as it traps a few of these drones. Sees the Roach Warren. 7 drones going down. Oh, no. Just what Dark didn't need was drone damage. This Oracle goes back in. herO's got a 4th base up and running and has a cannon and a shield battery at it. The Lings are going to come over, and I think Dark's going to be very sad to see that this base is up and running with static defense. It's not what herO wanted, or what Dark wanted to see there. As his 4th base is done, but barely mining. His 5th is almost done. But he's still down over 10 workers at this stage of the game when he's on Lingbane Roach. You know, if he was on a really cost-efficient unit composition, Dark could be okay. But this is like the least cost-efficient unit comp you can possibly have. Lingbane Roach, it's pure Zerg, and it's very cost-inefficient. herO harassing in the meantime. He's getting into Colossi, Thermal Lance. He's got 2-2 on the way. He's got Archons being made, 5 more gates. The probe and the sentry holding the door here. I love that herO is holding the door with the probe and a shield battery. This is something I have noticed before, is there have been some games where herO's left his door open. And I think the probe shield battery combo is a great way to keep the door closed. And not have to worry about F2. herO is a notorious F2er. It's less so these days for sure. He's gotten a lot better, but I'm sure it still happens. And back in the day, herO, as good as he was, the smiling assassin, he was so killer. That mothership core came across the map pretty much every single game at some point, which is the telltale F2 sign for early Legacy. So I like that he's going for the probe in the wall trick. I think that's a good choice. My big concern here for herO is he has let Dark get maxed. And while I still like herO's army better, Dark is heading towards an infestation pit. He's heading towards the hive. I don't know. I feel like there's a much better chance here for Dark at max than there was earlier on when herO is just way ahead. But herO is macroing like crazy. He's deciding, okay, if I'm ahead, I'm going to take this to the late game. He's got cannons, 8 cannons being built at a time. He's got 3-3 coming up. He does have a Stargate. We haven't seen him put down any other Stargate tech. No fleet beacon, starting a +1 or anything like that. He's focused on the ground army for now. And he's just trying to poke and prod, send some Zealots around. The Zealots are getting cleaned up, though. Dark not letting those guys do really any damage. Stalker's clearing some creep, but they're not going to be able to do too much more than that. Dark's hive is so late. In order for Dark to be maxed at this point, he has delayed his hive so much more than you'd normally like to see. Oh, herO just dropped some Zealots on the Banelings to force some inefficient trades there. That's pretty fun. But now herO's moving out. He's got Archons. He has 4 Colossi. Where is the answer for the Colossi? That's my question. The answer to that question is that there is no answer for the Colossi. The Banelings are going to roll through and try their best to smash on top of this. They're getting some good connections. One of the Colossi, no, it doesn't go down. It gets picked up in the Prism. Oh, and that's just got to be it. That looks like herO is just going to push his way through. He's warping in more Stalkers. All 4 Colossi still alive. This one down to 6 hit points, but doesn't matter if it stays alive. Down to 1 hit point. 11 kills and 1 hit point, and it's still going. The Banelings finish up. Can they get on top of the Colossus? No, they still can't. It still has 1 hit point. Incredible. And that's going to be that, guys. herO is going to win another KSL Grand Finals against Dark, furthering his record to 11-1 in Finals. GG. He just can't do it, man. Dark.
Oh, man, Chickenman.
Just can't get the wins against herO in the finals. herO's going to take another KSL, his 18th KSL victory. He's starting off 2024 with a win. You'll love to see it.